Call the meeting to order, salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Trustee Champlain.
Here.
Trustee Malinsky.
Here.
Trustee Connor.
Here.
Trustee Herzog.
Here.
Mayor McFetrich.
Here. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting?
So,
Is there a second? Second. Any corrections, questions, discussion? Nope. All in favor? Aye. One abstention. No opposed. Passes. Presentation of petitions, communications, and general question period for members of the community. As we have no one here tonight, we will dispense with that. Report from the code enforcement officer. I sent that to you. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
He's busy.
Yes, very busy. No particular questions you want passed on to Chris?
It gets a little hard to read like that.
I know, I'm sorry.
okay.
yeah, it is tough to read.
Yeah, well,
And I
yeah,
wasn't gonna print it out, it was 21 pages.
I know, and that's why I didn't want to print it
You can do
either.
it when you,
I can,
There's a, I can turn it and look at it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I got it off my
I
phone.
get it like this, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah, all right. Report, my report. Good evening and welcome to the Village of Champlain Board of Trustee meeting. Happy summer, certainly enjoying or getting a lot of heat. I'm pleased to announce that the water line replacement project is nearly completed. We are very happy to report that the water line breaks this past winter were greatly reduced with the new lines in place. This saves many of us from boil water orders and time and expenses from our crews having to repair these lines. Progress is also being made on the ash tree removal program. Many trees in the town and village have been marked and will be removed once the funding has been released and a bid awarded to a tree removal company. The planning committee for the America 250 events has met again to discuss how we will mark this celebration of the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Several ideas are being discussed, including adding historical markers, walks focusing on history, activities for children and families. This past Sunday, I attended a presentation organized by the American Legion Post 912 about Revolutionary War hero Richard Montgomery and Jacques Rouse, the village's namesake. The fort, the fire department, the Legion, a street, have all been named after Montgomery. Also, we are looking for a historical marker that was placed on Pine Street near where Spruce Street intersects it in 1938. If anyone has information regarding to what may have happened to this marker, please let us know. At the end of June, I was at a presentation put on by the Clinton County IDA, which explains how pilots, which stands for Payment in Lieu of Taxes, work. The IDA is considering a policy change which would encourage entities to negotiate a separate host community agreement requiring payments to any school district, which would be an affected tax jurisdiction. Under such pilot agreements, what this change entails, and let's see, that does not make sense, sorry about that. And our role as government leaders in how we proceed with this. The Champlain Farmers Market has begun for the season. We have offered this market for over 10 years now. It is held weekly on Saturdays from 9 until noon. I encourage you to support these local vendors. The health department will be handing out food coupons on Saturday, July 19th, so this next Saturday. Here are some upcoming events in the village. July 27th at 6 is All Without the Bass in Bill Earl Park. August 3rd at 2 is porch music, which will be held at 41 Oak Street and 59 Oak Street. 2 mini concerts. Bring a chair to enjoy a concert from 2 of Champlain's beautiful porches. August 10th is Shakespeare in the Park, and with our annual ice cream social, and that is also in Bill Earl Park. Enjoy the rest of the summer, and we hope to see you at these local events. And I will add, because I forgot to put this in when I typed it up, you are all invited to a dedication of Bob Venn Park, which is the park across the street from the high school, on Friday the 25th at 6 p.m. If you haven't noticed, drive by there. They've put in that new fitness workout station, and that park's really coming along. It's very exciting to see that in our area, and I hope you can attend that dedication. All right. Committee reports. Any report from water and sewer? Nothing right now.
Nothing, hoping to get those pipes in the ground so we can start making some revenue.
Yeah. How about streets and sidewalks?
Nikki and I were just having a
Making a 5-year
sidebar.
plan.
Yeah. We'd like to see them finish downtown
Yeah.
first, and I know I had emailed like probably 2 months ago, and I know they've been busy with the project. Nikki mentioned that Church Street is probably next, and then we were just talking about Prospect Street, and I think that Prospect Street is going to need to be like a plan for that.
Mhm.
Because we know what it cost the last time, and prevailing wage is now, I think, $38 an hour if we have to go out to contract it, and we can't afford that right now. But it would be nice if we could save enough CHIPS money to
Mhm.
use towards this, and finish it all in one shot, and be done with it, and then move on to something else.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
But I think a 5-year plan of savings
Mhm.
to get that done,
Get that some projects going.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Equipment tools?
A few months back, meeting a couple months ago, there was a discussion about, do we have a maintenance plan for the equipment? And I spoke with Mike, and he said there's no maintenance plan per se, but equipment is usually checked every Monday, if they get to it. So there's nothing as far as a maintenance schedule written.
What are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
Yeah, in terms of,
Well, I know a lot of times the things get overlooked. So that's something Mike or the guys are gonna have to develop. I mean, it's nothing,
Should be regular.
yeah,
What if we just had something like a spreadsheet that had just a list of all those items that we've had, when we got them, so that way at least we have something to reference, like, oh, you know, it's been 7 years since we got.
well, again, they're the ones that, they're gonna have to do it, or somebody's gonna have to. I mean, we don't know every piece of equipment they have and what they do with it.
but a spreadsheet would keep track of things better,
Well, it would.
and then sticking to a schedule.
You know, there's been equipment that's, hasn't been inspected because forgot or whatever. So, I mean, there should be something.
Okay, well, we'll follow up with Mike on it. Sound good?
I don't know who has the power to tell them to do that.
next we have buildings and property.
Yeah, so I've got a call in with the code enforcement officer, in regards to the vacant property registry. For the listeners and viewers, the village enacted that in February of 2024. So it's been about a year and a half since we put that in place. And I just wanted information regarding the properties that we have on the registry, whether or not there's been any sort of motion or any sort of activity on any of those properties, whether or not we've made any progress moving forward. So just trying to get a reassessment of where we stand after a year and a half of having that in place, whether or not it's been effective, and just getting an idea of the results of that thus far. So waiting to hear back from Chris so I can get an idea of where we stand. I think that's an important piece of law, and just like to know where we stand, so to be determined. And I'll reach out to Chuck and let him know you're on the committee too, so I'll get in touch with you.
No, I'm not on that.
You know?
Call
it's Nikki.
Nikki,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Alright.
I do believe the letters were sent out, correct, Mary?
Yes, I did 80%.
Yeah, so I can tell you that one step was taken, the letters were sent out for this new year. But you bring up some good points.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. Maybe I'll read it when I get to my report. There's a little. When we originally wrote it, in the findings and purpose section, it kind of lays out exactly why we put it in place, and I think that pretty much perfectly outlines everything that we're looking for, and I think it's important. So.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed there has been some of those properties that haven't had a response from, right?
Some we have not had response from, several we did.
Right,
Mhm.
and I know, isn't there an increase in, each year there's an increase in the amount that,
And the fees?
No, I think it
No.
was still 200
Yeah.
was
for
it?
We've had
just
two
for the
responses.
registration.
Two responses?
Two that we did receive.
Yeah. You think there.
Kind of at least a
Two
dozen or
difference.
more.
Yeah, about. Yeah. Okay, definitely needs to be looked at more. Parks and Recreation,
Waiting for that part to be. I wanted to work on the kids' garden this year, never got to it. But I think in the fall, if we can find someone or a volunteer to dig up an area and we can throw cardboard and mulch over it so it's set, so that
Mhm.
next year we can start working in there.
mm-hmm.
Are all the raised beds in use?
No, two are not.
Okay. Were those the two new ones? Did we add any?
No, we did not add any. No,
Okay.
seemed a little hard to drum up the interest this year. I don't know why, but two are still,
I would say it came really quick.
yeah. The ones that are there are thriving.
Oh, good.
Like there are tomatoes, pretty big tomatoes already. There's some cauliflower plants where you can see the cauliflower right inside,
Nice.
so.
I like the idea of the raised beds
Yeah.
better than in the ground. I think that helps the animals and
It looks neat,
yeah.
so, but it's too bad that we have two that are not being used. And then the little park, the little new park,
Yes.
that's looking good. The grass is growing well.
Yeah.
I think they'll put the cement pad in soon for the bench.
Okay.
Is that what the corned beef piece is?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rectangle,
Mhm.
yeah. And we'll plant a couple of trees in the fall.
Nice. And a couple hostas that put in the door.
Oh, yeah,
I still
Good.
have those. They're still
Okay.
growing.
good.
Because we talked about doing those if we do a red maple, because the red maple sucks the nutrients, and it will be nothing but dirt around that tree. So I think the hospice
Yeah.
is really a good idea.
Mhm.
Because we struggle in our yard, our son has red maple, he struggles in his yard.
We'll have to think of what we can plant that won't do that. Maybe a smaller tree. Planning board,
Well, there was a meeting 2 months ago,
yeah,
and that was on new business that had a change in their building plans, and that was approved. So we're just waiting for things to progress on that building on Old Cotton Lane.
okay. Zoning board to follow up what Chuck just said. So that new building business that is going in, off of Okoton Lane, there will be a big announcement tonight or tomorrow, about that, what's planned for the village of Champlain and the town of Champlain in terms of that building, so I won't say any more, but everyone should be hearing soon the details on that new business, which will be a huge thing for our area. Champlain Fire District, their fire station's really coming along well. Chuck and I were able to take a little tour of it today. It's very impressive. It looks super nice, lots of space, lots of good space, good location. Yeah, I was very impressed. Want to add anything to that?
No, I asked Woody Kissel when their projection completion date would be. He said probably the end of August. And they'll have some type of ceremony in September.
Mhm. So lots of good things coming to our area. Recreation. I don't know, do you have anything on that, Nikki?
No, but I'd like to say thank you to the town for all their work up there. They're
Yeah.
definitely putting together a nice, exercise station.
Mhm. Yeah, their whole plan is just great
Yeah.
in terms of different activities and sports and all ages and, all ability levels, and the fact that it's on the rec trail, so you can
Mhm.
bike there, you can walk there. The parking lot's going in, it's just going to be a real gem for our area.
Yeah, it's something for everyone, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a nice gazebo there to sit in,
Mhm.
which is really nice. There's the bike station
The
there.
bike station, yeah.
The disc court, or the golf,
Oh, the disc golf,
yeah,
yeah,
that is all along the cross-country trail and then along the trail,
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
And the town has a rock garden, painted rock snake going,
Sammy the snake.
yeah,
Yeah, so,
along the trail, so if you're out there, take a look at that.
yeah, or paint a rock
Yeah,
and add it
paint a
to the
rock.
snake.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, reports from the trustees. Joel, you wanna start?
Sure. So I'm gonna read the first couple paragraphs of the vacant building registry that we have written down. I think that kind of helps encompass the purpose of the registry and kind of outlines what we're trying to do. The Village of Champlain contains many structures that are vacant in whole or large part, and in many cases, the owners or other responsible parties of these structures are neglectful of them, are failing to maintain them, or secure them to adequate standards, or to restore them to productive use, and many of these structures are in violation of state and local housing and property maintenance codes. It has been established that vacant and abandoned structures cause severe harm to the health, safety, and general welfare of the community, including diminution of neighboring property values, loss of property tax revenues, accumulation of trash and debris, increased risk of fire, and potential increases in criminal activity, and the Village of Champlain incurs disproportionate costs when addressing problems associated with vacant and abandoned structures, including but not limited to police calls, fire calls, and property inspections. It is in the public interest for the Village of Champlain to establish minimum standards of accountability for the owners and other responsible parties of vacant and abandoned structures to protect the health, safety, and general welfare of the residents of the Village of Champlain. So I think that this is extremely important for the village. I think it's also important for us to represent the village residents. I think it's important that we do our best to try and get these dwellings or properties on the up and up as best we can, and try and put our best foot forward. So, like I said, I'm following up with the numbers that we have now, or at least the data that we have now, and see whether or not how effective we are, and then figure out what we can do to try and move things along. That's
Great,
it.
thank you. Thanks, I appreciate that. It is very important. All right. Anything else, Joe?
That's it.
All right, Chuck?
Just that I periodically go around the village and just take a look at things. And especially the new water project that's coming to a close, which is nice. I think they pretty much just have some cleanup work and seeding to do of some of the places. But finally, you can see an end to that. And there are some properties still need to be maintained as far as the lawns and all that. I don't know how people can just see the grass grow and grow and grow and not take care of it. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Let's see, so with the music in the park, I've invited the Northeastern Clinton High School Band to hold a bake sale. So instead of a food truck this year, we have a local group, organization who would like to raise funds for their band. This year they went to Washington DC, and they were able to play at a ceremony, and I can't remember what it was for.
I saw the
Yeah.
pictures too.
Anyways, so they're planning their trip next year to go to Boston. So a little, every little cent helps for them to make these trips. And it's not just, a trip for fun. They go out and they play, and it's always some kind of a ceremony connected with, last couple times they've gone, it was connected to the government,
Which,
for national honors flight, the honor flight, maybe it was that? I don't remember. It was around the same time, actually, so I don't remember.
so is there one concert they're gonna do this at, or?
They played a couple times, when they went to DC.
No, I'm
No,
talking
he's talking
about,
about the
The
bake
bake
sale.
sale.
Oh,
Bake
bake
sale.
sale.
It's
Yes,
gonna be at.
it's at the one concert, yes,
On the
on
27th.
the 27th, yeah. Yeah, cause there are other concerts, the porch music.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
wouldn't
think-
really work.
Yeah, I don't think it would be, so,
Yeah,
yeah, just the one.
thank you for inviting them.
I tried to
That's
get
great.
food trucks and then I wasn't getting any response back, so
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, I thought maybe, pulling in some kind of local organization that is looking to raise a few dollars, so it was perfect.
Yeah,
They
it's a
were
great
definitely
connection to
willing
the,
do
to the kids.
The library has a few events coming up. Last week they held it's Repco, it was a reptile event. She had maybe 6 animals, snakes, turtles, iguana, gecko, and they were animals from all over the world. And the kids got to touch them, so they have the experience of that. And we had almost 100 people there.
100?
100, yeah, I think she said
That
like
is
96
amazing.
people.
I went
It was
by
a-
and
Bring
there
out,
were so
bring
many
out reptiles
cars.
and,
Yeah, you're right. It was a packed room.
Wow,
Yeah,
oh,
it
I'm
was
so
nice
happy
to
about
see.
that.
So that was exciting. So our next event is exploring color through chromatography. And that is that's this week, July 17th at 3 o'clock. So it's probably more for kids, but definitely adults are welcome to come. July 26th is the Cornell Cooperative Extension will be returning and talking about hidden colors of flowers. A few weeks ago, they were there, talking about our native plants, encouraging us to grow plants that are native to our area to attract the native insects and animals to our yards. So they'll be back with another slideshow. And then Saturday, August 9th, there is a paint and snack for kids. So we have quite a few events going on this summer. That's it, that's my list.
Great. And thanks to the library and you and your board for
Well, thank you to
all
the
of
village
them.
for your support.
all this great programming. It's just wonderful. Kim?
So, first off, I'd like to thank Juanita and Mary for all the information that's been provided to the water board. I did finally get a report from the tax office, and I had to reach back out because it doesn't, at least I didn't see, and I was looking at it on my phone, where it specifies what the units would be or what the property is classified as,
Oh, okay.
which I have to have that information. And I know the hard copy that I've gotten in the past has that information, so I had to reach back out to, I think her name is Tammy, I cannot think of her last name.
Jamie Lacey.
Lacey, thank you. And said, I don't see it on here, but she did send it in an Excel format so that I can manipulate it. So it'll be easier to work with, but I have to know what that information is.
Mhm.
I reached out to the board, we're gonna get a meeting scheduled. I'm in and out quite a bit this summer, but we've gotta get one on the books. And, Mike LaFontaine has already worked on the cost of water, I got an email from him on that. But again, and they aren't gonna realize this unless, you know, they're really looking, but I will tell them about that, how we've had to borrow from those fund balances in the water account for the past few years, and that, I know, if you look at the numbers, how he calculates the cost of water, it's not enough. And we've raised it, I mean, what he's
Yeah.
coming back with the cost of water and what we actually have to charge,
Mhm.
it's not comparable.
Okay.
So I need to give them an explanation on that, and I know, Juanita, you have given me at one point, and I don't know if I still have it, what we had to use from the fund balances for the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to send that to me again? And this way I can send it out to them, so they get a better understanding of what
Yeah,
we're looking
The
at.
bigger picture.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Sure.
So, other than that, try to figure out where we come up with the money for sidewalks, where we come up with the manpower for sidewalks.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kim.
Yeah, more ice cream.
Report from the clerk treasurer?
Everyone has their June, expense and revenue report.
Yep.
Of course, it's new, not much,
Does anyone have questions on that part before we
No.
go on? Okay.
Okay, so we've actually gotten our update for our general code, which hasn't been done in, how many years, Mary? Like 3 years. So we had to update it, and the cost to do that was $3,500, and our budget only had $500. So we're gonna need to make a transfer from, fund balance, A 599 to a 1420.11 general code publishers of $3,000 to cover that expense. I mean, it's too early to take out of our budget.
Right.
You're not gonna recoup it, and it's just a one-time expense.
And we have to do it,
Yeah, we have a motion to approve that transfer.
so moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky, trustee Connor,
Aye.
trustee Herzog,
Alright,
Mayor McFetrich. Do you want to do the warrant before we do the
Yeah, let's do the
Okay.
warrant before we do the other the
Okay, the
projects.
warrant, we have additional invoices of, oops, I just had that one. We have additional invoices of $6,717.69 for a total warrant of $35,208.11.
Is there a motion to approve the warrant with the additional invoices?
So,
And a second?
Second.
Discussion?
I've got a couple questions. So in the general, line 35, IBC, who is that for? Usually you put that in, who's purchasing?
Bill and Steve both went up at IBC.
Yes,
Bill and Steve both
Okay.
went up and bought boots and uniforms.
okay, and then again in the general, 38, and then water 38 and sewer 38. It says we need it, but there's like
Oh,
no ex,
20-year longevity.
so it's divided up or
Yeah.
in the, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's divided the same way as we
As in
divide
the
the,
payroll.
yeah.
okay. I was just like, there was no explanation except under the,
Well, I
on the
thought she was
first
gonna-
one.
oops.
That, no, that's okay, I just was curious, I'm like, oh, usually there's an explanation in there.
Other questions? No? All right, roll call.
Trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Herzog,
alright,
oops, trustee Connor,
aye.
Mayor McFetrich. I don't know why I
Aye.
just kinda,
Okay, and then we've got the projects.
okay, so we have, for the disinfectant, the sewer plant for Barton and Juvis, $525. Are we gonna do them together, or?
Yeah, we can do them together.
Okay, and then the water project, Barton and LaJudas, $500, fiscal advisors, $130.50, and TJ Fiacco Construction, $113,443.30. For a total of $114,073.80.
Oh, none of you have this?
No, I didn't because it just gets thrown away, and
Oh,
I just think
oh.
it's a waste.
Do you want to look at it, just to see the?
So
numbers?
this is pay app number 10 for Fiacco, and Mike says that we should have just one more pay app.
Mhm.
I liked how you started that one first at $1,000 instead of.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I
I
was
know.
like, wow.
It's 130.
This isn't
I know,
great.
I know when I looked at it, when you look at.
I was
when you look
excited.
at the bill, it says, first line says $1 million, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not it.
Okay, may I have a motion to pay these?
So moved.
Second.
Any other questions,
Just wait till
discussion?
they're done.
yeah, I was just gonna add, how much longer, one more payment?
One more, this is pay app number 10 for TJ Fiacco, and I think Mike said there should be one more.
Yeah, we're really nearing the end.
Well, money's getting down there too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, roll call.
Trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Connor, trustee
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
trustee Herzog,
Aye,
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye. All right, report from the superintendent. You have Mike's report. I don't know if you've had time to look at it very carefully.
Well, so I'm gonna go back to what Chuck said earlier, and I do think, and maybe this was way before Mike came, of Amy Garrick doing a log for them to follow. I explicitly remember that, so it was probably before Mike.
Yeah,
But when you look at all the things that are going out for repairs,
Yeah, that list is long.
I mean, that's a long list, and all I could think of was maybe some of this stuff could have been caught in-house if we did have a log, a maintenance log.
well, it certainly wouldn't hurt.
No, because every time that we send something out, it's, you know, I realize if an engine light comes on right after you get it back, that's, you know, it's probably something maybe that Peterbilt should have caught. But some of these things, it just seems like,
Is it wear and tear, or is it just
right,
lack of?
lack of proper maintenance
Use.
Or, yeah,
or use.
Or use.
Like if who's in charge of like
how is that?
the mowing and whatever, I mean, mainly it's Bill, so
Right.
you would think that maybe Bill should be in charge of maintaining, you know what I mean?
Well, I do know that if someone is out, say they're mowing, and when they come back, they are told to, you know, clean the mower and check this and check that and check the oil and bless you. So they are told to look at the equipment, take care of the equipment when they bring it back.
But are they?
I can't
Yeah,
answer
right.
that.
And maybe a log would be a good reminder of what you actually have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
when
And
bring
you have
back
to
the
sign
system.
it, you know, you
Yeah.
have to, somehow.
I mean, the list keeps getting longer.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share that, I'll share that with Mike. I'll share that with the DPW. And we'll get something working on that. Anything else on his report?
I see he's requesting a couple things.
What?
They didn't get no radios.
The radios they are not working, and I think some of them are obsolete.
Are we providing the crew with cell phones? Do they have
No, they,
cell phones?
radios that they carry with them, those tall radios.
The only one who has a cell phone is Mike.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's provided us with this rapid radio walkie-talkie option, that he's looking at, that do use cell service. So he said the cost is $8.99 for 6 portable radios. First year subscriptions included. Annual fee would be $350 per radio.
After the first year.
After the first year, correct.
Because those portable radios, it doesn't seem like they're that old, but
That's
again,
what I thought, yeah.
the,
That's,
We got
The
those
life-
in town.
the lifeline on everything these days is
Yeah.
short-lived.
I think I
Yeah, I don't know how you wanna proceed with this. I mean, do you want more information with Mike here specifically to answer and explain?
I don't think that, well, for me, I don't. If this is, I mean, we have to be able to reach them out in the field, and if any of the other radios go down, well, if they can't be repaired or replaced because they're obsolete,
Yeah,
then you can't have one guy carrying around an old radio and other people using a new one, and you can't reach that one guy.
oh no, they all have to have the same system and it all has to be functioning.
Right.
is there a warranty?
I don't know, this is I mean, we talked a little bit about options, but I don't know much about these.
Motorola is quite a bit more expensive. Is that what the Motorola is for, is the radios as well?
With the Motorola's, that's the one radio.
Yeah, that
No,
$59.
$5,900?
Yeah,
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 that
those
one's
are the same
expensive.
ones that EMS uses, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
I
all
don't
parts
think
of that.
that'd be,
no, that's,
need $5,900 for our guys.
that's too much money.
I agree with Nikki, I would say the only thing on these is, you know, what kind of what kind of a warranty do they have? I'm sure there must be at least a 1-year warranty.
I would think so, yeah.
I'm just not sure if I know enough about these, so.
Yeah, I would think we need to know, is it communication just amongst ourselves, or is it with the county, and can you reach EMS, fire, police, you know?
I wouldn't think so.
I don't know, that's a question we need to know. I know probably with the $6,000 radio it does.
But do they need that?
That's what they have now, right?
Yeah,
I
they can
believe so,
reach,
yeah.
They can reach EMS and all of that? with the-
there are
with
different
the-
channels, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you wanna go with this, board?
I mean, is it gonna hurt anything to wait another month?
Well, maybe.
Or would you be willing to have a special meeting that Mike could come to and we could talk specifically about this, so we could learn the details?
Or if you could even send us an email
Or an email?
and we could vote on it next month.
Yeah, so we said 2 of the radios, I thought I was talking about earlier, 2 of the radios were sent out to BRCOM, and they were sent back, and they couldn't be updated because they
Right.
were obsolete.
Yeah, what we have
And
is
they
not
can
gonna
just
work.
use them, they can just use them to communicate between each other.
Right. Well, if,
So it's working for now with just amongst the group.
I mean,
But know what their warranty is, how long, is, you know,
What is
could
it called?
fall.
Right, if
Could
if you
break.
drop it, is it
How much is
covered?
it to replace one walkie-talkie? And how long is that deal going on? Cause it's $2,300 for.
Well, yeah, that was my thought, is like, how long is that good for?
Or is that for 6 of them, or is that for?
Yes, no, it's for 6, I
it's
think.
for 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
it
it
is for
says here,
6.
Mhm.
but, okay, the 6-pack, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So, I mean, that's a good discount, but how long is that available?
Yeah, you don't know.
so you wouldn't be willing to have a special meeting like next week and hear more and make a decision?
I mean, I might find doing that, but I would be inclined to try and lock in the price now, if we can get it. I mean,
for the
that's,
6 radios.
it's more than half off, it's
Yeah.
almost a third of the price. Now, is that what 6 radios are worth nowadays, $900? That seems
That's
wild to
cheap.
me. That's cheap?
That sounds cheap, yeah.
That's,
Well,
Yeah.
it says the regular price is $2,300.
that's unreal, that's,
So I would-
I mean, the other phones they have are for 6,000 apiece, that's,
But these are internet,
sending signals to Mars, I
capable
mean,
too.
what, it's unreal. But, anyway,
what's a cell phone cost?
Yeah,
1,000.
yeah,
that's-
depends what
So
you
I,
want.
I see here on the top, it also says no monthly service fees and no contracts
What's that?
on the top of the
And
rapid.
there's one additional bullet.
no monthly service fees, no contracts, they're just yearly.
Did you see the other one?
What is that?
No monthly fees, no contracts,
No BS.
No
no
BS.
BS.
That's fun. I didn't even pick up on that, Jen. Well, there you go.
Well, if someone wants to make a motion, I mean, it's,
I mean, I'm in favor of
The
doing it
rapid
now.
radios?
I think that it would just be really sad to log in on that in a week from
What's
now
that?
and see that it's $22.99 instead of
Right.
$800 and then just,
Yeah.
I mean, I presume if he's asking for it, they use it frequently, I mean, it seems like.
oh, they
Well,
need
they
them,
use
they
it, yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
need them.
Yeah.
They
so-
don't always have them with them, but they do need them, yes,
And do they have 6 now? Do they have one where everyone's got one?
They all have them.
yeah.
Is there a reason why they're not taking them with them all the time?
I would have Mike explain that.
I would say it's a requirement that they carry the radio with them if they've been issued a radio,
It is a requirement.
then they need to carry them.
So what do you wanna do? Someone wanna make a motion? Do you wanna table it? Do you wanna meet in a week? What do you wanna do?
I'll make a motion, we, approve, we'll say, I don't know if there's any shipping or any sort of extra stuff, up to $950 for the walkie-talkies. The 6-pack rapid radios, nationwide PTT walkie-talkie.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? I mean, I guess my concern is the warranty, replacement cost.
I guess too, we could make it contingent upon, you know, what's the availability, and, you know, is this like on Amazon, you know, a Prime Day special or something where next week, that's, I agree with Joel, going up back up to $2,300, you would hate to miss out on that kind of a sale if, you know, if it's no longer gonna be available next week or the end of this week, or.
But it looks like it comes from Rapid Radios nationwide, it's not
Yeah.
on Amazon.
Right, but what I mean
Yeah,
is, you know,
yeah.
like, is this like a flash sale or something
Yeah.
that they're doing?
This
Alright.
week or
New
July.
customer.
Yeah,
No BS.
Oh, yes.
Just wanna make sure everyone's on that bullet point.
that was funny.
Any other questions? Okay, well, let's have a roll call then.
Trustee Champlain,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Connor,
Aye.
trustee Herzog,
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
I'm gonna say no. Motion passes.
I know we didn't have enough, the other one, about the duck,
So the other purchase is a duct hunter, 300 feet, fiberglass fish tape, it's
Is this one of those things that you walk with and it measures out?
maybe it's a 6
yeah,
inches.
so
This is
Oh, it's
fish
sewer
tank.
laterals.
it's for the sewer, it's a sewer budget. It's from the sewer budget.
Conduit, traceable conduit router with kit, to trace the sewer laterals.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep. Locate sewer laterals and underground pipes.
okay, but I thought that's what Diamond Mapping did.
Is that water?
Sewer.
It- yeah.
Oh,
There's
done.
the-
Yeah.
there's the, I don't know.
Confused.
Locate sewer laterals and confirm no cross-bore has occurred. Works up to 10 feet underground, so that's pretty deep.
I don't know anything about
I don't know much about this either.
No,
Need more info?
I
yes.
think we're gonna need more info. Okay. I will send you information on this. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay. As soon as I learn more, I will send it to you. Correspondence?
None?
New business, climate smart community resolution. Let's see here. Some papers are all over the place. Goodness.
Do you mind?
I have them all here. There we go. All right. So this this is the resolution to make the Climate Smart Community Pledge. I will go ahead and read it. Whereas the Village of Champlain, hereinafter local government, believes that climate change poses a real and increasing threat to our local and global environments and is primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels. And whereas the effects of climate change will endanger our infrastructure, economy, and livelihood, harm our farms, orchards, and ecological communities. Are we missing? Oh.
No.
Okay. I just didn't want to ask questions on camera, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Did I skip something?
No,
No,
no.
no, no, no.
Oh, okay. Spread invasive species and exotic diseases, reduce drinking water supplies and recreational opportunities, and pose health threats to our citizens. And whereas we believe that our response to climate change provides us with an unprecedented opportunity to save money and to build livable, energy independent and secure communities, vibrant innovation economies, healthy and safe schools, and resilient infrastructures. And whereas we believe that the scale of greenhouse gas emissions reductions requires for climate stabilization will require sustained and substantial efforts. And whereas we believe that even if emissions are dramatically reduced today, communities will still be required to adapt to the effects of climate change for decades to come. It is hereby resolved that the Village of Champlain, in order to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to a changing climate, adopts the New York State Climate Smart Community Pledge, which comprises the following 10 elements. Number 1, build a climate smart community. Number 2, inventory emissions, set goals, and plan for climate action. 3, decrease energy use. 4, shift to clean renewable energy. 5, use climate smart materials management. 6, implement climate smart land use. 7, enhance community resilience to climate change. 8, support a green innovation economy. 9, inform and inspire the public. 10, engage in an evolving process of climate action. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
And may I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion or comments? All right, this form requires a roll call.
Trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Herzog, oh, okay.
Aye.
Trustee Connor,
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye.
Okay, I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit.
Thank you. I'll let our contact know that that was passed, and she'll help us take the next steps. Standard workday and reporting resolution. I wasn't sure if I had the right form or if I had the old one, but,
Just the new one has just Kim and Nikki on it. The other
okay,
one
that's what I
has,
have.
I think, Juanita and
Mike,
Mike on it, but should not have.
Okay,
And I had Nikki redo her record of activities, and calculated what her numbers would be.
okay.
And Kim, I need to have you sign something saying that yours is the same as it was when you originally did it, unless you do need to change that.
Well, that's what I was asking about, I didn't wanna ask about it on camera, because the numbers are different.
Yeah.
But it probably does need to be changed now because of the water board,
Mhm.
all of, and
Absolutely.
I wasn't doing water board then, so, but that was
Yeah.
going around, and I'm like, I need to ask about this before it
Yeah.
comes up.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
I-
we
And I didn't mean to be rude, but I
Oh,
didn't
no,
wanna.
no, you weren't. I just thought maybe I missed something.
is
I
this
wanted to make
for?
sure.
I don't understand.
because they get reported to the retirement system,
Oh, okay.
so they get so many days, how much activity they do with the village.
Mhm.
That was the question I was asking, and I was like, I didn't wanna,
Oh, no, it's
That's
fine,
okay.
but you're definitely right. Your hours have increased dramatically with that.
this was done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Now, is this something that we have to pass as a resolution, or
Well,
just?
we did this a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
it came back to me, it's them saying Juanita and Michael should not be on it. It's kind of changed, and that it was it didn't look right that two trustees have the same number on there, just to make sure that
Mhm.
they each have their own record of activities.
Right.
So we're basically redoing that again. I have to post it for 30 days and then I can submit it to next stage.
Okay, do we have to take any action as a board?
You do have to approve it. It's a resolution.
All right.
Daily workday and reporting resolution for elected employees.
So my question would be,
Should you do your?
do
The
I,
one in the
should I
front.
be doing mine, do it again before we do this, or do it now and then make an
We-
amendment?
It would probably be easier if we just we waited a month, let you do it.
Is that okay?
And,
Yeah.
And then we can,
I mean, it's not
We're
affecting
doing
anything
this.
other than the board voting on it right now.
let me just double check to make sure there's not a deadline for this.
I added on comprehensive
As you should, as you should, right,
Yeah.
but mine's,
That's much more, yeah.
mine's penciled down.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really good for three. Space.
Mhm.
Stuck it with two of these.
By September 30th.
So if we did it for next month,
Yeah,
So that would leave all of September for that 30 days. This has gotta be posted for 30 days before I can submit it. So yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
So we'll take it up again,
Okay.
and that works in the time frame.
I think yes.
Okay,
Sure.
all right, and then you can get your number?
Yes.
Right. All right, purchase of the fire station, I have heard nothing. So we'll just table that again. The Knox Box local law, I sent you a draft. So I wrote this local law for the village of Champlain. I sent it to Chris Tremblay, who sent in some suggestions, which I incorporated, and I sent it to Tom Tremblay at the town. He had one question. I know you were all included on the many emails that were going back and forth, but basically I think that this is good as written. I don't know for sure if the town's going to adopt this one. If you feel that you want the village and the town want to be exactly the same, I mean, we can wait. We don't have to adopt it tonight, but I guess I want any kind of input from you as long as I have you all right here. If you think anything is missing, any concerns about any part of it?
I think the simpler that we can make it, the better.
I do too.
The fire department will have a master key for the
Mhm.
box.
Yep.
We just need to have businesses comply with it and put it up. I would think that you would want your property protected and want the fire department being able to get in without doing more damage than what's gonna be done with water.
Yeah, well, I know I want my businesses protected,
Like,
yeah.
so I think the more things that you try to add into it, in my opinion, is that now you're starting to get way into the weeds and we don't need to.
Thank you.
I think it's fine.
Do you want to proceed do you want me to send it to Tom Renane? I did not do that.
I don't think we need to pay a lawyer to look at that.
All right, then, do you want to make a motion to adopt it as printed? Or do you wanna wait another month?
I make a motion to adopt it as printed.
Is there a second? Any other discussion? We'll wait for Joel.
Sorry.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
So there's a motion and a second to adopt it as printed, as written now. Just wondering if there are any other points you want to make before we vote on it. Everyone's good with it? All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That motion carries. I will let the,
So we need to set a public hearing.
we do need to set a public hearing
Yeah.
for local law.
Mhm.
So I guess that could be just our next regular meeting, right? Which is on August 11th. So we'll set a public hearing at our next regular meeting on the 11th, and we'll make that at 6:45. Does that matter?
No, that's fine. It could be early. If we do approve the minutes and go to public comment and then go approve the minutes.
Yeah, we can say 6:40 then. Okay. All right, great, 6:40. .gov website. Any update on that, Mary?
Yeah, I was able to get that domain within like 2 days. They made it sound like it was gonna be a 2 or 3 month process, and I got approval for the domain right away. I did get quotes from a couple of the places that had originally contacted us before we even knew about this thing, which one of them, they basically redo, there's 2 of them basically redo your website, create a whole new website for you. It makes it ADA compliant, and they set up the whole domain with the new .gov, so everything is done properly. The first one, Unibit, is $1,548 annually, which is
$1,548 annually?
which is $129 a month on that one. Evolution Marketing does basically the same thing. The one-time fee to set up is $1,900 and then $40 monthly after that. And I do not have information from Layer 8. Layer 8 said they can set up the domain and will be the domain manager. They don't like redo your website. They don't recreate the website. But I'd like to find out what they would charge, and if once that's done, if even Erin, we could have Erin Sorrell go back and do the same thing she's done in the past. And I'm not sure that our website needs $1,500 or $1,900 worth of work to be updated. We can add a few more things and then stand it after that.
Yeah, I definitely wanna hear from Layer 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought Erin said she didn't want to do the website if we went to a .gov domain.
No, she didn't wanna try to
Create it.
create that, cause there's a
Oh, I
way to
misunderstood.
like connect this. I don't
Okay.
know how it all works, but there's a way to
Not from either.
migrate all of our information on our current one to a .gov
Okay,
domain, and she didn't know how to do that.
so basically just like moving it all.
Once
maintain.
Larry can do that, and then she can do
Maintain.
the
Maintenance.
maintenance like she's done in the past.
Boy, I would hope that Layer 8
Yeah.
is going to be more reasonable.
Yeah, but they're not making a website. The other 2, it's a little more involved, and they do recreate a lot of.
Question, Joel?
Do we think that we could potentially explore like local options of people who could set up the website as far as like redesigning it? I'm sure that we could find someone locally who could do it for a lot cheaper than $1,500. Just that part, and then-
Like, do you know anything?
No, but I mean,
Would you like to
honestly, you
research?
could, well, I honestly think a great place to look at would be the college, the Plattsburgh State. If you could get in touch with someone from the computer science department, I'm almost positive there would be
Or Clinton
someone.
Community College, maybe there's,
Yeah, I'm sure we could find something that someone could create something awesome for cheap, and then if you get in touch with Layer 8, they're the ones that just host the website, and you just,
What about a high school student that's looking for an awesome project?
even that too. I mean, that's, I'm sure you could, must be some,
I don't really know the level of
well, I mean,
No, I
there's,
don't know.
complexity.
there's a, I mean, I don't know enough about it, but I know that, I mean, that there's a lot of different websites, like, I mean, there's like Google has their own, where it's like, there's a lot of templates and you can kind of move things around, and if you have an idea of what you're trying to do and you kind of have a vision of how you want to do it, then I'm sure you could do it. I mean, $1,500, I mean, if they're contacting us, they probably are contacting a lot of people, and so they've got a nice little rate. I bet we could find it cheaper. I'll try and poke around on.
Yeah, I have an idea of something
Okay.
this way.
Yeah, I'll be anxious to see what Larry says.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of, I don't say simple,
Holding.
because I couldn't do it, but,
The holding point.
but doing the domain setup is what it is, you're bringing things from one domain to a different one. And they would be the domain manager, like they do,
Larry.
they are our email hosts, so they oversee our emails and,
Oh, it makes sense then to,
yeah.
Stay with
And Joel, if you get any names or something, just give
Yeah.
Mary a call. We'll follow up on all that. Anything else?
I don't,
May I have a motion to adjourn?
so move.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.
Plattsburgh State has a web signing program in mind.